that was invigorating. Hello and welcome to Die Rollin.
I am Jamie.
And I'm not Jamie, I'm Adam.
So your t-shirt,
Yes.
that was tested on animals.
It wasn't actually. I was really worried because I did a solo video once, which I had this t-shirt on, and you can only see this bit here.
Yeah.
So it did look like my t-shirt just said, like I was pro animal testing.
So I'm a bit disappointed that was not tested on a raptor.
Oh, why is that?
Because we are going to play Raptor Island.
Raptor Island? What's this, Jamie?
It is a card action game between 2 to 5 players.
A card-action game, maybe.
A card-action game.
Card-action game.
Yeah, it's a fast-paced 2 to 5 player action card game. Players work against each other to gather dinosaur DNA, avoid being eaten by the hungry locals, and escape on the last remaining helicopter.
Who needs an auto cue when you can just read off the back of the box?
Players of all ages will enjoy Raptor Island again and again and again. You see, I'm yellowing it now, due to its deep mechanics and great artwork.
Well, we'll be the judge of that.
So this one we picked up at the Board Games Expo.
The UK Games Expo?
The UK Games Expo. It's a Friday and it's been a very
So was this on Kickstarter? Is this still on Kickstarter?
It is due either today, tomorrow, or the day after to be on Kickstarter. So
depending on when this is edited and put out there, that could be any time.
Yeah. But we might have missed it at this point, but you know.
Regardless,
it's on Kickstarter.
Yeah, we're going to cover this, and even if you can't get it now because it's finished Kickstarter, you may be able to get it later.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
And you've learnt the rules for this.
I've tried to learn.
So I can stare into space while you explain everything to me and then ask a bunch of questions.
So I've got the rules, and they're here. And so what will happen is I'll go, acquire 2 DNA cards from the deck and the card face. Blah, 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 blah.
It's worth noting this is a prototype copy as well, so the rules you get with this game aren't going to be these pieces of paper.
No.
Great, let's get this table. I'm looking forward to everything you're going to teach me.
Hello, and you're joining us for a game of Raptor Island. Now, we have already played Raptor Island, and we've learned something already about Raptor Island, which is that you have to read the cards.
Read all the description of the card, and also the 3 A4 pieces of paper which tell you the rules.
Otherwise, you may get to the end of the game and find that you have a massive discard pile and just a load of raptors. Now, the good thing about the rule book in this situation is it says, if you have got to this point, then you've not read your cards. So we
realised we had done something wrong.
Yeah, so clearly this has been play tested because this scenario has happened before. So I feel a little bit vindicated at this point.
Yeah,
but we are going to go and explain it again like no one's seen it because no one else on here has seen it apart from us. So this is our play set of cards, our active cards, and on our left hand side is going to be our fuel card pile, and on our right hand side is going to be our discard.
So what's the theme and goal of the game?
So the goal of the game is to get 2 Dino DNA cards, pop 2 fuel cards in here. Now that's a communal pool, and you play your Escape the Island card, and you're the first to do that.
And what's the theme of the game?
The theme of the game are raptors. You're on an island with some raptors.
Okay.
A little bit like Jurassic Park, but for obviously copyright reasons, it's not. Obviously those raptors are chasing you around the island, and if they get hold of you, they will clear your hand and any cards you have in front of you. Okay. So it's a strategic game of making sure you've got enough cards to deal with raptors when they come out before you start to play cards.
Your cards. Perfect. Okay, so let's talk us through the game then.
So if you draw 3 cards, and if you draw 3 cards, and I draw 3 cards. Now, Will, this is really important because you didn't get this right first time. If you have any raptor or play immediately, you must put those.
Hey, wait. What's before you?
At the bottom of the pile.
That needs to go underneath his. You need to put them underneath.
No, I've got to sort out cards. I had 2.
It doesn't matter the order, Sky.
Right, okay, cool.
Okay, so you are the first player, Adam.
Thank you.
Because you are wearing a t-shirt that was tested on animals and they looked fabulous.
Amazing.
And you pick up a card and you play a card. Now this is an important rule because we didn't get this right. If there's a trigger immediately card, then you are allowed to, you play that trigger immediately and then you're allowed to play another card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I don't need to play anything on my card, my turn, but I am going to use this locate outpost to look at the reveal 5 cards from the top of the deck. You may take 1 item if available. Now, as it says reveal, I'm going to show everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have Sabotage, which Will loves. Keep Quiet, which Jamie loves. We've got Triceratops, which gets rid of 1 fuel. We have a Flare, which helps you against dino attacks, and some Dino DNA. So I'm going to grab some Dino DNA. And these go back. Shuffle the rest of the river cards back in the deck. So they don't go on top, they're just back in here somewhere. And now I'm a target for Will, because he wants my Dino DNA in him.
What?
Right, Will, draw a card.
Draw the card, Will.
Trigger immediately. Search the deck for a Dino DNA card. If available, reveal it and add it to your hand. And I can shuffle any raptors too.
And you also get to do an action as well on your turn.
So I get to search the deck for a Dino DNA card.
In your own timer.
Gotta go through.
Whenever you're ready.
Gotta go through the deck. Slowly. There we go. Sleight of hand to put raptor at the top.
Excellent.
And then I'm going to.
And
Then... Oh, so Will has found some raptor eggs and he's placed them in front of Jamie, which means the next raptor that comes out is going to be birthed from the raptor eggs, full size, and attack Jamie.
Will. Here's a card for another player to reveal their hand to you only.
So Jamie is sabotaging Will. Now we, thematically here, Will is the hunter on the island, Jamie is the IT technician, and I am, of course, the scientist. I'm only here for the goodness of mankind.
Will has no cards.
0 cards. Okay, cool. So,
I do have a card. It's a quick rules reference card.
I'm going to place some Dino DNA in front of me because I'm a scientist and I'm letting people know.
Yeah.
Guys, there's Dino DNA here.
Just to keep it in your hands, not reveal it.
When there are... You told me these had to be in front of you and not in your hand. Very specifically.
That's what he said, to put and play him in front of your hand.
It very specifically says on the card,
There's a play area.
when there are 2 fuel cards in the fuel stockpile and you hold 2 Dino DNA cards in your hand, playing this get the island card to win the game.
Well, that's good news.
In that case, I'm going to place a fuel. I may or may not have 1 Dino DNA. Even the second time playing this, we haven't got the rules down. Out of a 3-page document, which says a lot about our learning style here.
Jamie, I like to do some sabotage and take some Dino DNA.
Oh, he's gonna... You have to reveal your hand to him though, so you can see everything in your hand.
Is it to reveal the hand? So I have to
You've got to show me your hand.
Okay.
Okay. What's he found? He's found a raptor. The raptor's come out and got him. It's nipped him. It goes over there. Is that going to discard pile?
Yeah.
Yes. Right, so you got a raptor. What are you going to do about it?
You're going to play this card, reveal the top 5 in the deck.
Are you going to die?
Yeah.
If you don't get rid of the raptor, can you not do it? You're going to get an item.
Yeah. You won't be able to.
Did you not realise that?
It don't matter,
You're just going to shuffle the deck with it.
because I'll take that.
He's taking the fuel with him.
Yeah.
What a selfish son of a gun this guy is.
Just like a guy with all those jerry cans.
And what's happened to this guy? He goes to the bottom of the deck.
He goes to the bottom of the deck.
Wow. If in doubt, the
And
raptor's go to the
because,
bottom.
no, because I can deal with him, I then have to discard.
What is? They get discarded or not put back into the deck? They might get discarded, I don't know.
Then
Look
it
for
says
player-
a raptor card in your play space. You've been eaten by shuffle all cards in your hand and in your play space back into the deck. And
So
then
they
just
should have been put there, not in the discard pile.
That's alright.
I'm really glad that you took the opportunity to
Yeah.
read the rules, Jamie.
Yeah.
I did read the rules. That doesn't mean that I necessarily learned them.
Yeah. Me too.
This is the problem with rules, right?
Right.
You
They're
have
open to
to.
interpretation.
Well, they're not. That's the problem with rules. Is they're not open to interpretation. Some people say they are, but I say they're not.
See what you got for me. Right. keep quiet now. So I'm playing to my play space, and when the next Raptor card will be placed in your play area, instead put that card at the bottom of the deck and discard this card. Will.
Okay.
Okay. Jamie? So you're IT technician number 2 now. It's the first guy got eaten.
Yeah. Another Raptor. The IT department's still having a fun day.
But not. He's just found the bloody laptop of the last guy. It's like, sees the Raptor. Clever girl. Can he do anything about it, or is this him eating again? What did you do?
This card in front of another place that you may not play a card this play phase. If this card is in your play area, discard this card at the end of it. So basically, I can't play it.
Raptor needs to go to the bottom of the deck.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. It is at the bottom.
Cool.
Of it.
So I can't play anything on my next turn.
So spitefully, you went down. You chucked a grenade. Is that a grenade?
Yeah, smoke grenade. At the hunter's face. Where the IT technician got a smoke grenade from. This is IT technician number 3.
Yep. This guy's Dave. Okay, I'm going to scout ahead. I get to look at the top 3 cards of the deck and put them back in any order I wish.
I'm worried about this now. Okay.
So that gets discarded as well. You playing any cards?
No,
You can't.
I couldn't have done because of that card. Oh.
I am, however. I'm just going to keep quiet this time. I've been eaten twice.
I'm going to scout ahead again. So I get to look at the top 3 cards.
No, your colleagues have been eaten.
Well,
Okay, so I get the camp is on fire. Discard all event cards in my hand. I don't have any.
well,
events.
you're lucky. Lucky you didn't keep any events. Oh, well, you see what I'm saying.
And I'm not going to play anything else.
Well, you're right to do that, Jamie. You wasn't going to play anything.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's very kind of you.
But I'm a scientist, and you are technician number 3.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. Move any Raptor cards in front of you to the top of the deck, face down. You may not play a card this phase. Let's play phase save. That's my go.
Yeah.
After this, I don't know what it is. I've scouted ahead as far as I can go.
I got a Raptor. I'm going to play a Flare, which just forces it in front of someone else.
Always gone for you this time.
But you've protected anyway because of the keeping quiet.
So that needs to go to the bottom of the deck, and that goes into the discard. Okay, and then it's your turn then.
Yeah.
Will? Or did you? No, you played the
I
you played the
yeah,
flare.
yeah.
So what happened, Jamie? Oh, the Triceratops came along and drank all the fuel.
Yeah.
Ah, that sucks.
That's what they're known for.
Okay, that's my go.
Okay. I'm going to sabotage you, Adam. I'm going to take an item. It's an item. It's
You could take no item of your choice.
I could have done, but I just thought random.
He didn't really kind of do.
No, you just.
I just thought random.
Well, that's fair enough. My turn. Jamie's played another smoke grenade. unfortunately, my camper's gone on fire, which means I have to discard my Escape the Island card.
Is it the events in your hand, or is it events everywhere?
You've got all events in your hand, I think. Sorry. All event cards in your hand.
Okay.
Well.
Move all raptors from another player's play space in front of you. If no raptors are moved, search the deck for a raptor card and place it in your play space.
Oh, and you can't do anything this turn because of the item. So the smoker's drawn the raptor over.
I haven't found a raptor yet.
How many raptors are in there? Are there 3 in the deck?
There's 4.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
What are the names?
John, Jill, Janice, Julian.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got a raptor. And I can't play anything this round.
No.
So I have
You're
to-
welcome.
So I shuffle everything on my hand back into the deck and draw some more cards. And now it's Hunter number
2.
Hunter number 2.
There's still Scientist number 1, Technician number 3,
Yeah.
and Hunter number 2.
Not Hunter number 1.
How do you feel about dying, Will?
It's disappointing.
It very much is. The same as the flying. So, there you go.
Oh no! That sucks. Right, your turn then, Jamie. Draw a card, play a card. Or not. How many fuel cards are out? There's 4 fuel cards in the deck, right?
Yeah.
So,
Keep quiet.
I have to draw another card, don't I? Oh, cool. Move any raptor cards in front of you to the top of the deck, face down.
Well, actually, that's a good thing, to be fair.
Is it?
Yeah, because if I die, I get more cards.
You do, right. Your turn. I don't know what's next, but a T-Rex did just scare a raptor towards you. Oh, it's a raptor.
Oh.
That's a shame. Who knew that was going to happen?
We get another card, though. Which is...
Double raptor attack.
Okay. Okay, now I get Raptor Island, which is move all raptor cards from another player's play space to mine.
So, Hunter number 2 lasted not very long.
And they
They're
go
at the bottom? Are they?
It says
Yeah, they go to
to the bottom because then I come back to life as Hunter number 3 and draw 3 more
Oh,
cards.
I'm not liking this.
And yeah, I can keep all of them.
Okay, Jamie.
Oh, it's not fun, is it?
It is fun, but it's edgy a seat kind of thing. My turn?
Yeah.
Oh, poo.
You got to trigger something immediately.
Yeah, if able, discard 1 dino DNA from your hand.
Oh.
Hang on though. Hang on.
Yeah, because it's your turn still.
I will do my safe house key.
Play this card and search the discard pile for an item card of your choice. In addition, add it to your hand. Shuffle the discard pile back into the deck, which is very important that you do this because if you don't, you'll end up doing what we did last time, where we didn't shuffle it back into the deck. And do you have to do you have to discard that key, the safe house key card as well?
Yeah.
Did you already discard it?
Yeah.
I mean, like, do you have to remove it from the game?
No.
Because
Just
this card
keep
goes
going
into
in
this card
there.
pile
Okay,
and
cool.
gets shuffled in.
Excellent.
So it means we can just keep shuffling the deck.
Keep shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. It means the Triceratops is back in there to drain our fuel.
Oh.
How thirsty guy he is. I assume he's piercing the fuel as
Yeah.
opposed to drinking it, but I don't know. I think it's quite. How long does this game take, Jamie?
A long time.
My turn.
Yeah.
Excellent. Smoke grenade, Will.
Move any raptor cards in front of you to the top of the deck from the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
You can't play any cards this round anyway, so that worked out well. Your turn, Jamie. Number 3.
If no raptor cards are moved to your play space, search the deck for raptor cards and place it in your play space.
An unexpected noise has drawn. The IT technician got a notification on his email, and the raptors have heard him creeping in for the kill.
Yeah.
Jamie carefully memorising the deck to know where things are going forward. And the raptors appeared in front of him.
Ooh.
He's about to jump, but what can he do?
I assume if you can do something, you should do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go then. I'm going to, if you're able to, I'm going to make friends. So place card to give another player of your choice Dino DNA card.
Thank you.
If you're able to, put any Raptor cards in your play space to the bottom of the deck.
Oh, nice. So yeah, that worked out pretty well.
Yeah. Well, maybe for you.
Well, if I can make friends, you'll get it back, don't worry. I can't make friends, I'm sorry. Well, speaking of friends.
Okay, so I've got Raptor Island. Reveal a random card from your hand. You must play that card this turn. If unable, the card just turns to your hand.
So we know Will can escape the island. He's got the satellite phone all keyed in, and he tried to dial it, but it wasn't working because they're like, have you got the giant DNA?
Yep.
I didn't even look at your hand, Will. I just pulled
Is
it.
it your turn?
It is my turn.
Then please take a card and let's see what happens.
Well, I will scout ahead, play this card, look at the top 3 cards, put them.
Be kind, Jamie.
Oh, don't you worry.
Please don't tell me.
Smoke grenade!
Why?
Oh, you can draw a card, mate.
Thank you. Discard all event cards in my hand.
That's why Will enjoys playing games with us. Okay. Scout ahead.
Stupid flipping smoke grenades. Why do they have so much smoke everywhere? Who's throwing smoke grenades everywhere?
Well, the scientist is at the moment because I'm just waiting to get stabbed in the back.
I've still got nothing I can do.
Sure. Well.
I'm trying to be kind.
Kind.
Yeah.
I get it, it's fine. If it's bad against me, it's fine because Will's getting the brunt of it. And it's a T-Rex card. Doesn't do anything for me.
But you may not play a card this
Indeed, I have to skip a go.
Yeah.
Your turn, Will, if that's even your real name.
If you're able to discard one DNA from my hand.
I didn't want to give you that card.
That's fine. I appreciate that. It was kind of you to do anything, really.
Cool. I'm going to place this card and search for an item. I've added it to my hand. And then reshuffle the discard pile.
Taking a look at where they're all going whilst shuffling.
To be fair, Will, I wasn't paying any attention. just so you're aware.
Jamie is
Okay,
definitely counting cards
Yeah.
at this point. Okay, so T-Rex. I saw him again.
Yeah. You're just running around and you're just giving him a chase.
Oh, smoke grenade right in Jamie's face. Jamie's silent. Which, for people watching this on the overhead camera, it really helps
Yeah.
draw people in. What you got to do? If you explain
I've
it.
got to put a Raptor in my play space. So, and then I can't play a card.
Oh
No.
no! No ziff.
Oh.
So we're down now on to IT technician number 4.
No one's going to
But
escape
it's
the
Are
island.
you still 3?
Yeah.
3, 4, 1.
It's fine, Will, because
No one's going to
3 cards.
you actually did me a favour.
You're welcome.
You did me a favour. So I'm going to do that to give you one of those, Jamie.
Oh,
Because you gave me one of yours and it's only fair.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You're a kind individual.
I won't be thinking of doing that
That's
again.
my
though.
go.
Oh, Will's getting a whole set. I'm sure I definitely am going to be
I'm
left
going
in
to
this
scout
island.
ahead.
We need some more fuel.
We need more.
We need some more Dino DNA. Come on.
We need everything.
So, well, what do you think of this game so far? We're kind of like nearing the end, maybe? Halfway through?
Near the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long do you think we've been playing this for?
Hours.
Hours? In a good or bad way?
Good way.
Good way.
It's fun. I'm enjoying it. It's like quite simple. You can pretty much just, once you get to know the cards, you can just quickly
You found another T-Rex.
That T-Rex is just... He's got my scent.
discard a dino DNA from my hand, which I don't have.
So we know he has no dino DNA.
Wait, he gets to do something. He doesn't want to do anything though, does he?
Discard all...
No, you don't want to do anything.
I
Sorry.
don't have any dino
Okay.
DNA.
No, you don't have anything to do with it.
No.
Sorry, that's what I was saying. I know I was pointing at the card. Stop looking at his hand there.
I'm not going to do it.
Okay, I'm going to draw this and it's going to be great. It's Gallimimus. Search the deck for a Dino DNA card. If available, reveal it and add it to your hand.
Do you donate it to hunters in need?
No.
Okay.
Can you go?
Well, your turn.
Okay.
You want to play that fuel card you just got, Will?
No.
This guy. Hunter number 3, ladies and gentlemen.
My fuel. Need it to top up my card.
You, my friend, are getting Sabotage. Oh. So, Sabotage. Place this card to force another player to reveal the hand to you only. You may take one item of your choice from their hand. Okay. Right, your turn, Will.
Move all Raptor cards. I've got unexpected noise. Move all Raptor cards from
None,
another
so
player.
you have to get one from the deck, right?
Yeah.
If only you had a gun.
Only I had a gun.
Does he have a gun, or you can
No.
pick it off of him?
I may have purchased his gun from him.
So the fuel's going back in the deck. Great.
Unless I play the fuel. Which I'm
Raptor.
Yeah, I'm just going to play the fuel.
Oh, good guy, Hunter number 3. The Raptor eats him.
That goes in the discard. That goes into the deck. And they get shuffled up in.
Well, I hope you get 2 Dino DNA and an escape card now, Will, for helping out the team. Hunter number 4. This is where Jamie is going to... Oh, dear.
Okay, that's the...
Jamie's going to fly away now, leaving us all to our own devices. Oh, a Raptor.
Play this card if you're... Oh, no, hang on, sorry. I forgot to pick up. Trigger immediately. Reveal a random card from your hand. You must play this card.
So random one. So we'll pick a random card from Jamie's hand. Make friends. Do you have Dino DNA?
I do.
You got to give it to somebody. Oh, thank you. But that's a trigger immediately. So does that mean that is your turn, or?
No, the trigger immediately we said doesn't
Yeah.
count as your turn.
Cool. So Jamie still gets to do something about his Raptor if he can.
Well, doesn't make
You
friends
must
get it
play
to
this
go away.
card in this turn's play phase if able.
Oh, so that is the end of your play phase.
Yeah,
You did.
I am dead.
So you're now IT technician number 4.
6,500,000.
But isn't your make friends when we will force you to play it? Move the Raptor.
Oh, yes, it does. Hang on.
So you don't have the Raptor in.
Oh,
so the Raptor's
nice.
Yeah, it goes to the bottom of the
You're
card.
still alive. You're not going. Number 5 isn't needed yet.
Nice. You're on number 4 anyway.
Yeah.
So he's going to the bottom of the deck, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. My turn. Draw a card. Discard all event cards in your hand.
Oof.
And I don't want to play anything this turn. Well,
Okay.
Jamie.
I will scout ahead.
Need some of that Dino DNA.
Do not assist. Doop-a-doop-boo-boo.
Can I just escape and just not win the game?
Some Dino eggs for you, Will.
Oh, thanks. I'm going to play the safe house key,
Find an item.
which is Search the discard item and find an item, and then shuffle the discard pile back into
Are you looking for a Dino DNA?
Yeah.
No,
Or
no,
if there are any.
There are no items in the deck. Have a look.
Well, it was an item.
no, we've reshuffled it.
Oh, did we? No, there is an item.
Oh, you got a smoke grenade. Or who's going to play that against? Any of us.
I can't play it at the moment. Then this will get shuffled
All
together.
shuffled. Be kind to us, Will.
I will try.
Be kind. Rewind.
I will try.
Right.
Try my best.
Boom. Jamie. T-Rex, you can't do anything. Move all raptor cards from the other player's play space to your player. If no raptors, I have to search for one. So, let me just see if I can find a raptor. A T-Rex again, he's near the top, guys. Raptor comes out, but I'm keeping quiet. Oh, I don't need to worry because it goes to Will.
Well, your turn.
I draw a card still because it's still my go.
Yeah, you
for
draw.
my round. So I draw a card.
It wasn't the T-Rex, was it?
No.
If it was the T-Rex, you would have. That would have helped you.
Okay.
But you're not going to be hunter number 5, are you?
I am.
In spite, he throws a smoke grenade at me as he goes out. Fair enough, Will.
Yeah, and then all these get shuffled away. So.
No, the dinosaur goes at the bottom.
Okay. Dinosaur goes at the bottom.
And
These
then
get
it gets shuffled into.
And then I draw my cards. Okay, cool. I've died that many times I've forgotten.
Hunter number 5?
Hunter number 5.
5, 4, 1.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
And that needs to go to the bottom.
Playing anything, Jamie?
Come on.
Reshuffling the entire deck again. Well, at least we got all the fuel until the blooming Triceratops comes out. All this as well. That's the discard pile.
Comes out, knocks it over, and then we have to start again.
Yep.
Really sorry.
We're almost there.
I just didn't have any pianos to play.
Didn't have to play anything though. That's the thing. Okay. Right, so I can't play any cards this turn. Come on, Will.
Reveal a random card from your hand. Let's play it. Unable to put it back to your hand. And I'm going to also scout ahead. So I'm going to search the top.
Stack the deck,
Step with it.
which is a great way to screw over other people when you're playing this. What are your thoughts of this so far, Jamie?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's an interesting. I didn't think it was going to take as long as.
I didn't think we'd
Yeah.
still be playing this at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that's down to the spitefulness of each
Yes.
other, throwing stuff at each other before. Just set fire to Jamie's camp. Do you want to play anything, Jamie? Raptor eggs, perfect. I get something. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to escape the island. Whoop whoop! All the Dino DNA.
Oh my god.
Who says I'm a good winner? No one. I'm really not. So, that was a game of Raptor Island.
In fact, it was 2 games of Raptor Island.
Yes, one where we played it incorrectly, and the second one where we started playing incorrectly as well. Because
Yeah.
we thought the Dino DNA cards
Yeah.
should be, but
Yeah.
anyway,
Well-
so we've now played it correctly, we believe. What did you think of Raptor Island? Too good, too bad?
So it's difficult because obviously it is a prototype game, so you don't have all the artwork. But from what we saw of the artwork, I really liked the Raptor because it was hairy,
Yeah, feathery.
feathery.
Yeah, feathery raptors.
Unlike Jurassic Park, and we learned this at the UK Games Expo, raptors actually have hair.
Well, there we
You
go.
can say I like birds.
There you
Like
are.
birds do have feathers or whatever,
Okay.
however you want to say it.
Cool, so it's factually accurate dinosaurs.
Game. I quite like the fact that yes, there was a gotcha element to it, but it didn't feel unfair.
Okay.
Just make a game about that. It didn't feel like it was consistently like the game douched you over more than you douched other people.
Yeah,
over,
yeah, with
so-
those random events coming out.
Yeah,
My two positives, I agree with you on the artwork, it was really good. I also think it was quite simple to pick up and play.
Yeah.
This is definitely something you could play at lunchtime with friends, or you could play as a filler game for an evening. And if you are a big fan of Jurassic Park or there are other dinosaur films out there, then this is a good theme.
For me, negative, a little bit difficult to strategize on it because you are, it's almost thematic. You aren't at the will of the raptor. You know, the raptor is there, will destroy however you want to play. So it doesn't matter how well you play. There's a good element of chance in this game. That's quite nice. It evens it out for all players, regardless how many times you played it. But yeah, that's a bit of a negative. You can't really strategize the game.
Mm-hmm.
The other negative for me is that I feel like if you're not reading the cards properly, that you can play the game for 30 minutes and then realise you've not played it right and have to start again.
Who would do that?
No,
Jamie? Who would do that?
Yeah,
I agree with you on there. There's a few things in there which I agree should have been a bit more kind of highlighted out, like in bold. So I agree with you on that negative there.
But again, it's a prototype, and actually reading the rules on the A4, it's clearly been found as an issue, but I would have expected it to perhaps be more in the rules.
The main issue we found there was the fact there was a particular card that when you activate it, you have to reshuffle the discard pile back into the deck. When we first played this, we got through pretty much the entire deck and we were like, well, how do you carry on? Looked at the rules and the rules said, if you've got to this point, you've been playing it wrong. And that's what happened.
But I don't think the rules are that complicated that you couldn't have put that in there to make it clear, because then you would have found that card and gone, oh, okay.
I agree. The only other negative for me is I felt like near the end it was a bit of a war of attrition. I didn't really feel like, I was getting anywhere. Like, I had like the escape from the island and two of those I don't know doing anything for a while, but I kept getting the dinosaur come out, the T-Rex, or kept getting like, something happened, like an event or something. And so in the end, it did feel like it dragged on a little bit for me. But overall, I really did enjoy this.
But did you not feel that if there were more Dino DNA cards in the deck, that actually because it felt quite limited in that Dino DNA cards that it felt very difficult to get the cards you needed in order to get the game completed?
Well, I get in a way, but I had 4 of them in my hand, so like that's why there wasn't many in the deck, because I already had 4 of them. So that's why you probably struggled with getting anywhere, because I had actually got them all.
No, but I don't think there were that many in general.
Yeah.
So I think there's only about 5 or 6. If you were holding 4, we were literally waiting for a card that came out that took away all your cards. And so and a little bit, I was a little bit similar. Got to the end. I know we played 2 games. I don't think I would have done it for the first game, but towards the second game, I was like, well, let's let you play through so that we can get to the end of the game.
So what you're saying is, once again, my victory doesn't count because you were king making. So great, awesome.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the victory, Jamie. Again, yep.
If I don't hand them to you, you don't get them.
Yeah. What was the last one? Was it the Galaxy of 80 Galaxies? I didn't win that. It was Jamie lost it. So overall, this is a prototype. So we're not going to give this a review, but as a first impressions, Jamie, is this a buy, play, or avoid for you?
I'd buy it. I'd quite enjoyed it. It's a game I'd play with the kids. It's not particularly difficult to learn. Once you know the rules, it's quite easy to play it, and visually it's quite good. Yeah. And it doesn't take a lot of space on the shelf, so what's
perfect, right?
You know, you throw it in your holiday luggage and something to play with.
Yeah, or slip it in a pocket, and then you're out at dinner with your significant other and just pull it out and start playing.
Yeah, the Raptor Island game.
Yes. From my perspective, it's also a buy because this is a quite unique little game. There's not many dinosaur themed games out there that I'm aware of that you could fit in the palm of your hand. I think the last dinosaur game I played was probably Maximum Apocalypse, the dinosaur thing of that. Yeah. But yeah, so I think this is definitely a buy. It's portable, it's fairly inexpensive, and it's quite fun to play.
And Will?
Yeah, I think it's a play from me, since everyone else is going to be having it, and
it's not how it works. It's
well,
not how it works. You can't go, you've got it. Would you, if someone came up to you and went, would you put a gun to your head and said, would you buy, play, or avoid this game?
I would play it. I'd make sure it'll be something. It'll be something I would play in a board game cafe, pick up and play in there. But it's not something I'll probably bring to the table myself. But it's something that I would enjoy playing with people and finding out and just having a good time with.
Okay, well, there we go.
So it is a play from Will, 2 buys from us, and
they're the only opinions you really care about.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching another brilliant video edited by Will. And yeah, so do you want to do all the
admin.
the admin?
Okay, so if you've watched this on Kickstarter, as content creators, it's really important to us that you engage with us so that we can feel appreciated for our efforts. So please make sure that you click like and subscribe on some or all of our social media channels, including YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and occasionally on Twitter, but not very much. Definitely not TikTok, it's a bit weird on there. And more importantly, stay safe. Keep on it.